Hey everyone, it's Mama Soul Doc. So I just wanted to talk for a moment while I have this great light in my office about generational trauma. So you might notice that you're the person in your family who seems to be in disagreement with everyone else, or seems to be living a life that's different than everybody else, or seems to have opinions that are not in agreement with others. Or maybe you're just getting along just fine, but you notice that you are the one who's in therapy. You are the one who cares about change. And so I just wanted to talk really briefly about a term that a friend of mine, a very dear friend, taught me many years ago, which is generational brain damage. And so our generational brain damage, as the term, so aptly points out, is what has happened to us in our childhood, what has happened to us as we've been growing up, what has happened to us in our internal family system. So we've all gotten some amount of brain damage from circumstances, from bad parenting, from abuse, from neglect, from things we didn't have that we wanted. Even if you did have everything you wanted, there's some generational brain damage from something that somebody missed. And there are various levels of this, of course. Some of them are much more serious than others. And so the person in every family who pursues healing and who pursues spirituality and a higher purpose tends to be the one who is chosen or chooses themselves to break that pattern. And so the reason I started the video by asking, do you feel this way? Do you feel this way? Is because that person who chooses to break that pattern obviously has to fall away from and differ from what has been happening inside of a family or a family system for a very, very long time. And then you might think, well, this is very uncomfortable, or I'm going to get in trouble for this, or people aren't going to approve of this. And that might very well be true, because that's the nature of generational trauma. So some of what we heal in ourselves in our individual experience is from lifetimes back, from generations back, from our own parents' generation, things that they did not have tools or access to that we do for whatever reason. I often tell people, well, it's true that our parents messed us up, but also it's true that um, they didn't have the same kind of positive parenting, like ideas and concepts that our generation has been basically taught and indoctrinated into. So some of our resentment and anger and some of the problems we have with the way we were raised are fair and are justifiable. I don't like the word fair, but are understandable. But also, a lot of them are understandable in the terms of this generation, or you, or your kids, or whoever it is, are the generational um, changers, or the ones who are going to break that generational patterning. So, some of what you've come in with, some of the trauma and anxiety and stress you have, is not yours. And it's the character who breaks that pattern who's going to make it easier, not only for themselves, but for obviously the generations that follow as well. If you have any questions, of course, let me know. Thanks for watching. This is Mama Soul Doc in Montreal, Quebec.